I say sexual empowerment starts with you. Sexuality starts with you. So it's about what you do. And I know in Cervix, the self-pleasuring is so important. So self-pleasuring, for me, the clients that I work with, I tell them it's first of all about connection. So they say, I tried and I didn't get an orgasm. Who said it that you have to have an orgasm? Just explore connection. Yeah, I wrote a book about orgasm. And there's, 8 kinds or 20 kinds or whatever. Forget about it. Just focus on connection. Just focus on exploration. What does it feel when I do this? What does it feel when I do this? And then going through every sensation into deeper sensation and see, okay, if I do this for a while, or if I do this for a while, or if I open my mouth, like what happens? So when a woman opens her mouth, there's a connection with her yoni, her vagina, her yoni opens. So really going on curiosity and exploration. And then, self-pleasuring, going beyond the clitoris, inside, exploring with the wand and with your fingers. And then seeing like, oh, I'm feeling something. What is it? So the mind might go pain. So instead of calling it pain, just call it intense sensation. And I would say that every pain is pleasure in disguise. So when you look at every pain that you have in your body as pleasure in disguise, I can work on this pain, I can use the wand in order to massage there, but then afterwards I'll have pleasure. Because there shouldn't be any pain in the vagina or generally throughout our body. One of the things I say, one of my memes, is that if you want to have great sex, learn how to have great sex with yourself. This is the core of my work for both women and men. So it's like, I talk with some women and they say, yes, I will do it. And then a week later, they've done it like once. So it's not just about pleasure. It's not just about sex. Sexuality is not just about sex as well. So it's about self-worth issue. So I'm asking you, and I'm asking you, dear woman who's watching this, it's like, are you worth it to give yourself time? Are you worth it to give yourself pleasure? Are you worth it to really take care of yourself? Because so many of us, healers included, and women included, take care of everybody else. But when it comes to taking care of us, it's like, no, I'm too busy. No, it's not busyness. It's that blockage from taking care of yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself, nurturing yourself, pleasuring yourself, and really say, I'm important enough, my sexuality is important enough, my body and my pussy and my vagina are important enough to give myself half an hour every day. So really this is what it's about. Then whatever comes up, you deal with that. If it's an ecstatic orgasm that you cannot walk afterwards for an hour, deal with that. Or if it's pain that brings back memories and trauma and stuff, deal with that. But remember that it's not just about your vagina, it's not just about your sexuality, because everything that is happening in your sexuality is impacting and affecting everything else in your life.
Yeah, that's also why it's so hard to do the practice, because it isn't just, okay, I've got the half an hour and that's it. It's like, what will that bring up and what will I then have to do?
Yeah. So it's not a top smear, it's not like, it's not a, and again, I'm saying it because I spoke with many women and watched sometimes clients self-pleasuring and then guided them in that. So many women get really technical. So there's a disconnection, actually. There's a disconnection from themselves, from their heart, from their body, from their pleasure.
When you say technical, you mean routine?
Yeah, they rub.
Okay.
They rub, so they rub their clit and stuff. And even when they touch, it's like there's a disconnection in the movement. And instead, going like, the movement can be fast, but it can still be connected, if that makes sense. So it's like somebody can bounce her hips on the ground, which is another practice I suggest in the book. So she can go into a very intense expression very fast. Very, it's like you would hear it from the other room or from the next house. So you hear the bed moving by she moving by herself. But still, it can be a connected practice or disconnected practice. So I would say usually move and touch yourself and your body as fast as you can follow the movement. And also stay conscious with the movement. Don't go into la la land.
So do you have exercises that help you get connected with yourself?
Yeah. So where do we start? So in the self-pleasuring, as I mentioned, exploration. And then internal stimulation with the one. Again, I'm fully aligned with what Cervix is doing with the importance of internal stimulation with the one or the other. And then explore, first of all, breath, and make sure that you're breathing to your belly and not to your chest, because many women breathe like this, and this actually creates anxiety. Make a sound, and sounds are so, can we say the F word?
Sure.
Sounds are so fucking important. Good. Sounds.
How did that feel?
Oh, this feels so good. And again, like you've seen, like it becomes.
Now you're really connected with yourself.
Now I'm feeling it. So sounds, it's like I would walk with a woman and she would be like, she wouldn't be making any sounds, and then she would have her mouth closed, and then I would open her mouth, and then suddenly she'd go like, ah. She's like, yes, there was sound there all